Hello everyone, and welcome to Riverside Public Library's virtual programming for the summer reading program, Read Beyond the Beaten Path. My name is Eva, and today I'm going to show you how to make your own coasters. I'm going to show you a variety of ways to make them, as well as to how to protect them from your cold drinks and your hot drinks. Come on, let's get started. Hello everyone, so we're going to show you how to make your own coaster. This is a tile that I picked up from a home improvement store. These already have the backing, so you don't have to add any felt or any sort of backing to it so that you don't scratch any surface that you're going to use your coasters for. This is if you're going to use them as coasters for your hot drinks or your cold drinks. If you're just going to use them for decorative purposes, then you don't have to worry about putting anything on the back to scratch your desk or your wall. These are little mini canvases that I picked up from an arts craft store. And then this was a print that I really liked from the adult coloring book that I saw. I went ahead and I shrunk it to 50%, and then I colored it in, and afterwards I shrunk it again to 60%. So that's what this size is right here. We're gonna use some random cardstock that I found in my closet. Scissors to cut down our cardstock. Mod Podge is what we're going to use as our first sealer, and then as well as the glue for our art piece. And then this right here is a really heavy duty soup kind of spray glue that we're going to use for the cardstock because it's a lot heavier material than our paper. And then of course I got my brushes for our decorating. This one's going to be for the back of this one to cover this wood like background so we can get a nice purple to match this purple. And then a few other brushes for my other colors. All right, are we ready? Let's get started. And we're gonna go ahead and cut out this excess space that we have here. Okay, so now that we've finished cutting out our piece, we're gonna add our Mod Podge to the back as our glue. And there we go. Let's go ahead and just brush this out, even it out as much as possible. Okay, now with our excess Mod Podge, we're going to go ahead and spread it around the top of it to give it our nice beautiful glaze coat. So let's go ahead and add a little bit more, and we're going to go ahead and just start spreading this out evenly along the picture. Now just going to go ahead and set this aside so it can dry. So for our next coaster, let's go ahead and get this purple base started. Here we go. Okay, all set, and now we put it to the side to dry. So now that it's dried, we let it sit for a while. We're going to go ahead and cut our sheet. So I'm going to cut it so it's right about the middle. I'm going to cut it right there. Place it about the middle right there. Now we're going to get our spray. Make sure that this is far away from you and that you are wearing a protective mask because this is a very intense smell. We're going to let that dry for a little bit. So while we set this aside to dry, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it with acrylic paint and with the washi tape. A little bit of purple and some green. I'm going to get my washi tape right here, and I'm going to use this to, I like using my plain green one, so I am not wasting on the decorative one, so I have a few of these little plain green ones, or a different color. last time I used acrylic paint for my other designs that I'm going to show you a little bit once we're done here. I let them set for 30 minutes. So that I would have a complete dry before I sprayed them down. And I added the Mod Podge to seal it. So first we're going to go ahead and seal it with Mod Podge. Go ahead and attach a picture that has the different sealers that I used along with which canvases I used them on. Okay, all done. Okay, let's see how this one's doing. All right, perfect. See how this one's doing. Once it feels dry to the touch, you can go ahead and add another layer. The bottle does say wait 20 to 30 minutes, but as soon as we feel that it's dry, we can add another layer. And you want to layer this or coat it with about 3 coats. And that's if you're just going to use this for decorative purposes. If you're not going to use this for actual cold or hot drinks, then all you need to do is do 3, maybe 5 coats of Mod Podge and you're all set and good to go. But if you do want to use this with hot or cold drinks, then you are going to need to seal it with that acrylic sealer. Still wet, but as you can see, it's a clear gloss. This will look clear as soon as it dries as well. As you can see, it has not been 30 minutes yet, but it's already starting to clear and the glitter is still visible. So once the 30 minutes are over, it'll be a complete clear. Okay. And this one is already dry to the touch and ready for its spray. Let's see how this goes. Okay. And there we go. This one is almost completely dry. I did feel a little sticky when I was pulling the tape on some of the edges. So we'll let it dry a little longer and then you can add your coat of Mod Podge and your sprays. All right. Okay, everyone, like I said, now that we're done with our projects and I've shown you how to seal a decoupage, I can't show you how to seal it with the acrylic sealer because they are toxic fumes, so make sure to wear a very protective mask when you're spraying them down, that you're doing it outside with a lot of open air. You're pointing the bottle away from you, that the wind isn't blowing towards you, so that you don't accidentally breathe it in. The N95 masks are really strong, pretty good mask, or any painter filter mask would be great. Honestly, I'd recommend that you ask an adult to help you with that point. And then read the bottle. Every bottle has different instructions letting you know how long to let it dry before you actually end up using it for your drinks. And then some of them just require 2 coats, 24-hour dry period. Others do say to wait 5 to 7 days. Some even say wait 2 weeks, especially if you're going to give them as gifts, so that they can go ahead and completely dry out. So this right here was done with a leftover scrap pieces that I went ahead and had in the closet. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually 2 separate pieces here, and it is a mini canvas. So this one was done using the washi tape to put our white spaces, and then I used a metallic acrylic paint that I found at a craft store. And as you can see, it looks really beautiful, really shiny and glossy, as well as this one has a little nicer gloss to it. Is a tile that I found in another home improvement store. It's completely tile. This one has no backing for it. And what I did here was I used the washi tape again to give me some zero space. And then I used Sharpies, which are my lighter greens. And then I also used acrylic paint. So acrylic paint is this matted looking one here. And then can't remember which other, I honestly can't remember which other one, but this one right here is acrylic, and then a few of the other ones were Sharpie. This one was one of the Sharpies, and it was really interesting that it didn't dry at the same rate that the other ones do, even though they were the same brand and type of Sharpie. But as you can see, nice and beautiful glossy. And then this last one was done on a little plank of wood. This was the back of it. I was trying to draw a cactus. It did not turn out right. So turned it back around. And then this was done with acrylic paint, with that metallic acrylic paint that I said. Completely wood plank. Looks really nice. I'll probably just keep this one as a decorative one, just because it's on a larger size than using it for my actual drinks. All right, now let's go ahead and test and make sure that they're waterproof. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some water right here in my cap. And let's make sure, oh, there we go. Completely waterproof. And then we'll go ahead and dip it onto the next one. And there is no, oh, no, there's no moisture left on top. This one, as you can tell, is also waterproof. This one does have a little moisture on top. Now this one does look like it's water. And again, there is a little bit of moisture, but not as much as this one has left over. This one is just like a barely. And now this one, oh, you can probably see a little droplet of water a little easier on this one. And let's see if it wipes. Oh, no, it feels almost completely dry. So this is probably the next best one after this one. Okay, this one also a little droplet of water. And this one is almost completely dry like these two. So I would say rating wise, it would be this one, and this one. So first choice, second choice, third choice. All of these had 3 coats of their spray. Their sprays are with they said a minimum of like 2 to 3 minutes in between each spray, each coating of it, because they are quick dry. But it was only 3 coats of that. It was 2 coats of, so this one I had no Mod Podge coating on them. This one I also did not coat with Mod Podge. I just added the spray. This one I did. It was 1 coat of Mod Podge and then 3 coats of the spray. Okay, there we go. And that's the end of our project. Thank you for joining us. Hello again. My name is Eva, and I hope you had a great time with us today at the Riverside Public Library in our summer reading program, Teen Virtual Program. Hope you enjoyed our crafting and that you had a lot of fun. Don't forget to sign up for the summer reading program. The last day is going to be July 30th, and go ahead and win some prizes. Also, don't forget to go ahead and feel free to tag us on any of your beautiful creations today. You can tag us with RivLib, RIVLIB, and I look forward to seeing some of your beautiful creations. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your summer.